Hello and welcome to Laurice's Kitchen. Tonight I'm making radish pork tenderloin medallions with a side of barley grape salad. That's what we're going to have to start with first, since the salad needs to go in the refrigerator and combine. For the barley grape salad, we need 1 cup of water, 1 cup of white grape juice, 1 cup of medium quick cooking barley, and about 1/4 teaspoon of salt. All of that's going in the saucepan. We're going to bring it to a boil, then turn the temperature down to low, cover it, and let it simmer for about 16 minutes. It cooks a lot like rice. I'm just stirring these ingredients up. Once this comes to a boil, I'll turn this all the way to low and cover it. We're going to be making a very simple vinaigrette for this barley grape salad. For that, I've got 1/3 cup of white grape juice along with 2 tablespoons of white distilled vinegar. Now I like the white distilled vinegar better here because it has a very clean taste. We'll also need about 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard, 1 tablespoon of honey, and about 1/4 teaspoon of kosher salt. Eventually, we're going to stir in 1 cup of grapes that have been halved, along with about 8 ounces of baby spinach. Now, this baby spinach did have very strong stems, so I've stemmed pretty much all of it. You can see most of this liquid has been absorbed. We're going to drain this under cold water. And now we're going to add it to this dressing. Okay, we're going to add the grapes. And we're adding the spinach to this. We're going to cover it, and it's going in the refrigerator until we're ready to eat. I have 2 pork tenderloins here that I have trimmed of all the surface fat, cut away the silver skin, and cut out that large tendon. Then I've cut them into about 1-inch thick pieces and pounded them flat with a meat mallet. Now I put them between 2 sheets of plastic because it's easier that way. In addition to the pork, I have 2 cups of radishes that have been quartered, along with 2 large shallots that have been finely minced. We'll need 1 tablespoon of dijon and 1 teaspoon each of basil and parsley. This is 1/2 cup of chicken broth, 1/2 cup of heavy cream, and we're also going to need 1/2 cup of dry marsala. All of this is going over to the stove, and we're going to start cooking. To get started on these pork tenderloin cutlets, I've got my very large skillet on over medium-high heat, and I've got about 2 tablespoons of olive oil in there. When this gets hot, we're going to fry the pork tenderloin cutlets in batches for about 3 minutes aside to give them color and cook them most of the way through. Once this pork is cooked for about 2 more minutes on this side, all the pork is going back in the pan, along with the radishes and our 1/2 cup of chicken stock. We're going to let this all simmer until the chicken stock is pretty much gone and the radishes are tender. Okay, we're going to take these pork pieces out. They're completely cooked through. We're going to let the radishes cook for just a little bit longer. Okay, we're going to add the Madeira to the pan and let these radishes simmer for just a little bit in this Madeira as well. Okay, we're going to remove all of these radishes, and then we're going to add the rest of the ingredients to the pan to make the sauce. Once we get this all mixed around, we'll add in the cream. I'm just going to let this saute for just a couple of minutes before I add the cream so those shallots have some time to soften up. We just need to let this warm all the way through. That should take about 2 minutes. Okay, let's get this plated and tasted. Let's give these pork and radishes a taste. Put a little sauce on here. That is remarkable. The pork is perfect. The radishes are still just a tiny bit crunchy. Perfect. I have my, again dying,